Yo, what is going on, guys? It is the DFS Shark. It is now Sunday, and we're going to be closing the week out with some NBA hoops. We got about 9 games on the slate today, so a pretty good slate compared to yesterday, which we only had, I believe, 3 games going on, which we did a huge Celtics and Pelicans stack in that game, and we hit another 10x yesterday. Now, that gives us 10 straight winning plays. 2 of our last videos, we've hit 10x's in both of those plays. We're going to jump into that in just a bit. But as always, guys, if y'all watch these videos, y'all like these breakdowns, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit that notification bell because I'm dropping Prizepicks videos like this every single morning, going over my top 2 plays. And then I'll show you the 5 plays that I'm going to be throwing this in a 5-man flex with. So put that bell on so YouTube can send you a notification as soon as these videos come out. But if y'all want these free plays even sooner, join the Discord. It is free to join. The link is in the description for that. That is where I'm going to be sharing different lines throughout the day. But let's jump into the play that I gave away in yesterday's video. So these were my top 2 plays, right? We had Williamson and we had Tatum. They both hit. Williamson, it got close there. He started going off in the 4th quarter, but we were able to pull that one out. Tatum, I didn't really sweat that one all game, honestly. He was consistently getting boards all game, and then he got that maybe like at the beginning of the 4th, maybe halfway through the 4th. But these were the 5 plays that we bundled it up with. Right, we went Williamson, Tatum at the top 2. I threw these in a 5-man slip. Then we went DeJounte Murray, Porzingis, Holiday. So Porzingis and Holiday were pretty easy cashes. Porzingis, we had to sweat it out a little, but this one right here, DeJounte Murray, made us sweat this out to the last second of that game. You can see right here, right at 40. So if you got the line at 40, then you just got to push on this. But man, he made us sweat that one out. He got off to a super hot start in the game. He had like 10 PRA within like the first 5 minutes. So it wasn't looking good, but the Bucks defense came through and started clamping up at the end there. But this is the play. I gave away all these plays on yesterday's video. The day before we hit another 10x. So we are on a 10-0 run right now. And I got 5 plays that I'm really liking. And I'm going to get into those in a bit. But first, I just want to share, if you're new to Prizepicks and never played before, drop in this promo code here. They're going to hook you up with a 100% match deposit bonus. So if you throw in 50, they're going to give you 50. Throw in 100, they're going to give you 100. Same with CHALKBOARD. If you're looking for another site to get started on besides Prizepicks or Underdog and the major sites, CHALKBOARD has all kind of discounts, and if you drop in that code SHARK, they'll match you as well. And if you're in the Discord, slide down here to free plays. You can see I already posted the play I'm about to go over. I post all of my slips every day in here as well. And if you want to take things even further, go to Join Premium here, and you can learn more about the premium plays. I'm giving away 8 to 12 slips a day in there, or just go to the dfsshark.com, and you can learn more about the premium picks. So you can get on board and we can start getting these dubs together. And I'm also sending out baseball plays in the premium as well. We hit on a line yesterday in baseball. We hit 4 out of 5 here. We just missed another 10x. Crawford ended up hitting here. So the only one we lost on was Wallner here, but we hit 4 out of 5 there. And then we bundled these up together and we hit that 2-man. But enough about that. Let's get into these plays. So first, let's start with the optimizer. Let's see what the optimizer's got for us today. Let's hit this refresh button. So DGF is like in Steph Curry, PRA over 34.5. You can see FanDuel has this all the way at 36.5. So you're getting amazing value at 34.5. That should be a solid line there. And then we've got Big Hartenstein here. Under 9.5 points. You can see all the lines have this at 8.5 here. So DGF is showing some early value early in the morning. The best time to lock these plays in is early, but there's some things you got to be aware of, like injuries could happen later in the day. Players can get ruled out. That could hurt your lines. That's the only downside of locking in plays early. But these are the top 2 plays Daily Grind is liking. And all my plays over the last 2 days on this 10-0 run have come from Daily Grind. You know, I kind of look through and I find where the best values are, and then I dive into the stats and trends and I go from there. But if you want to get started on Daily Grind, drop in that code SHARK, 25% off your first month. They're going to hook you up. Let's get into the good stuff now, though. Let's get into the play. So the first play that I'm locking in is going to be Josh Hart. Hopefully these lines are still there. This one is, so Josh Hart less than 6.5 assists. This is a scary one if you don't play a lot of unders. If you watch my videos, you know I'm mixing overs and unders. Wherever the value lies, that's where I'm going. But we're going on the under here on Josh Hart. So if we go to the game here, SGA is most likely not going to be playing. I just read that he is ruled doubtful, so he's going to be out. So I don't know how much this spread's going to adjust with SGA being out or if they've already kind of factored that in. But it has the Knicks at home on a -3.5, over 214 on the total here. And let's slide into Josh Hart on outlier. So over his last 5, he's been hitting this at 40% of the time, at 6.8 rebounds or 6.8 assists. Last 10, 50%. Last 20, 65%. Head-to-head, he played them back in December. He only had 6 assists here, and he went for about 33 minutes in that game. For the year, 82%. This isn't really as important because Randall was in a lot of these games. Hart wasn't playing the minutes he is playing now. So if we look into the last 20, though, Hart has had some big games, right? So I'm looking at just the longevity of his plays here. Over his last 20, he's only averaging 5.8 assists per game. Over his last 3, he's done really well in assists, but I'm liking the value we're getting here at 6.5. I feel like it's priced enough to where we're getting a lot of value at 6.5. And now if it was 6, I probably wouldn't play it. If it was 5.5, I definitely wouldn't play it. But 6.5, we're getting pretty good value here. So you can see he consistently goes under this line here, apart from his big games that he does have. But if we go to the injuries here, SGA, like I said, he's ruled doubtful, so most likely he's going to be out. For the Knicks, we got OG out. Big Hart, game time decision. Julius Randle out. Mitchell Robinson, game time decision. He just came back the other night as well. I'm not sure how many minutes he played, but Josh Hart's going to be the playman here. I'm locking this in. I don't know how the Thunder are going to switch off on him with Brunson, with Hart. I don't know if they're going to have Giddey on one or what they're going to do, but I'm rolling with it on Hart, man. Under 6.5 assists. Let's go to the lines here. You can see DraftKings -120, Caesars -119, BetMGM -125 here. So not the most heavy juiced play, but it is still on the favoriting side for Josh Hart to go under. Let's see what RotoWire has this at. So the RotoWire has him all the way at 4.5 assists. So they're pretty aggressive on their projections. Got him going way under this line. 2 whole assists under this line here. So that's going to be the first play of the day. The next play we're going to be going is KCP. Let me go ahead and Caldwell Pope here. Over 8.5 points is the line I'm liking. So slide in over here. So looking at the spread of this game, they are going up against Cleveland. And keep in mind also, I forgot to mention, it is Sunday, so there's going to be early action. A lot of these games are starting at 5. They normally start at 6, but this is going to be the early game here at 2:30. The Cavs and the Nuggets, a really good game here as well. So I'll be tuning into this one. We got the Cavs plus 5.5 on the road, over 215. So not the highest total here, but we also don't need a lot of points from KCP. So let's go into KCP here. So over 8.5 is a line we're liking. Over his last 5, he's hit this at 60% of the time. Over his last 10, he's hit this at 60%. Over his last 20, 70%. And head-to-head, in his last 3 matchups against Cleveland, he has gone over this line. This is going back to last season, but he put up 14 and 17 here. Put up 9 back in November here. So solid history against the Cavs for KCP. And they are also at home. And for the season, he's hit this line at 63% of the time. So he's consistently shown he can go over this line here. So let's slide over to injuries here. For the Cavs, I believe Donovan Mitchell is going to be back. They're dealing with some injury issues themselves. But the Nuggets, Jokic is most likely going to play. I think I read that he's probable this morning. Jamal Murray, game time decision here. So one thing to note is Jamal Murray may end up playing, but I'm liking this play whether Jamal Murray plays or whether he doesn't play. Right, Caldwell Pope has shown he can hit this line even with Jamal Murray in. So if we do games with Jamal Murray, and we're going to his last 10, he still hit this at 70% of the time. His last 5, 60. Last 20, 65%. You can see he's averaging about 9.35. Now, if Jamal Murray doesn't play, we're actually getting a big boost. But like I said, I like this play either way. But let's just take Jamal Murray out here. You can see his last 20 shot up to 80%. Now he's averaging 11 points a game. So he's taking a lot more shots with Jamal Murray out. His last 10, 80%, averaging 10. So hopefully Jamal Murray gets ruled out and doesn't play this game, sits this one out. That's going to be ideal for us. Either way, I like KCP to come in here and hit some shots because if you see over his last 20 games how well he's been shooting, He's averaging about 30 minutes a game, which is solid for us. He's shooting about pretty much about 7 field goal attempts a game. More than half of those are 3-pointers, 4 attempts per game, and he's shooting 44% from the 3-point line. So he is somebody who, if we're going to hit this line, we're probably going to need him to hit at least a couple of threes for us. But KCP, man, we're locking this one. Let's go to the odds, see what they have. So DraftKings has this all the way at a -130. Caesars -133. BetMGM -135. So solid odds on our side here. Let's go to RotoWire and see what they have. They have him at 9.9 points here, so they got him going over this line as well. So these are the two we're locking in. These are our top 2 plays. The next 3 plays we're going to be going is going to be Gary Trent Jr. I'm liking him to go under this line here. Now, he's gone under 4 of his last 5, and he's been at that line every time. So I expect if we hit this one, it's going to be no different. He's going to be right at that line. We're going to have to sweat this one out. Going up against Philly, I don't exactly know the rotation. They're going to have Maxey on him. But if he is guarding Maxey, he's going to have to work defensively pretty hard, which could, wear him down. It's not going to be easy guarding Maxey. You're going to be all over the place. He's all over the place, running behind screens, shooting 3. So that could slow him down offensively, right? But he's been staying under this line a lot. Philadelphia is a pretty tough defensive team, even without Embiid. So I'm liking Gary Trent to stay under on this one. The next play I'm liking is Keontae George. Now, this game is definitely going to be blowout potential here against the Kings. I believe the spread's like a -10 to 12, somewhere in that range. So I'm liking this one to be a blowout. I'm liking Keontae George to stay under than 4.5 rebounds. So if you go to his last 5, you can see he's consistently been under this line here. The only time he hit this line is going back to his last 5. Now, I never just look at trends and make a decision. These last 3 plays, I don't go as in depth because I don't want these videos to be too long, but the same amount of research I did on those first 2 plays that I showed you went into these plays as well. But to give you a quick look, when I'm showing these plays, I'll just show you the last 5. But Keontae George, less than 4.5 rebounds. And then at the end, we got DiVincenzo. I'm liking him over 2.5 assists here. You see his last 3, he has not gone over this line, but he's been right at that 2-point range. So I expect him to get 3 for us here on this game, DiVincenzo. That should be a close played game as well. But these are going to be the 5, and let me just show you a screenshot of these. So here you go. We got Josh Hart, less than 6.5 assists. We got Caldwell Pope, more than 8.5 points. Gary Trent Jr., less than 18.5 points. We got Keontae George, less than 4.5 rebounds. And we got DiVincenzo, more than 2.5 assists. I'm liking this in, and I also got a separate line on just Hart and Pope here on a separate 2-man play, because these are my top 2 plays of the slip. So if we can hit those, then we got a good chance of at least cashing out with these hitting 2 out of 3 on the remaining 3 here. But that's how I run all my lines. And I teach that strategy in my Discord as well when I send out all the plays. But that's going to be it for the plays for today, guys. If y'all been telling me, if y'all been following any of these plays, man, drop me some love, drop me some comments, and let me know. It's been a crazy last 2 days. To hit 2 10Xs in a row is pretty crazy. I did it before last year, but it's been a while. It's been a while since I did it. It's not easy to hit 2 10Xs, hitting 25Xs like day by day at something. Usually we can get, 1 a week or so, but I'll take what I can get. Let's see if we can continue this hot run. Like I said, if you're new to Prizepicks, you've never played before, drop in this promo code here. They're going to hook you up. Chalkboard, same thing, drop in this code SHARK. Hit that like, subscribe, so YouTube can push this video out to a bigger audience so we can all get these dubs together, because that's the name of the game when it comes to this channel, for us to beat these books together. There's nothing better than all of us cashing out together and sharing those dubs with each other. It's the best feeling. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Y'all enjoy y'all's Sunday. Y'all have a great rest of the day, and take care.